Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am excited to share with you a very special announcement about the UNT BAC Jazz Trombone Day that's happening on November 21st, 2020. And in this video with Mike Corrigan from BAC, we are talking and announcing live, last week we did this, announcing live some of the guest artists that we're having for the UNT BAC Jazz Trombone Day. So I'm going to cut now to that video so you can check it out, and we'll see you on the other side.
Round two. How's everybody doing today? My name is Mike Corrigan. I am the founder and president of BAC Musical Instruments, located right here in the historic Jazz District of Kansas City, where, among many other things, we handcraft custom trombones and trumpets. We've got a lot of fun projects that have been in the mix. We've had a lot of exciting things happening in the company, despite the unfortunate weirdness that the world of 2020 has presented. So we're excited about getting back to normal here a little bit, and in an effort to do that and discuss something fun, let's talk about a new event we got happening. It's not a new event. This is a second annual event. Last year we partook in this event in live format down at the University of North Texas. And what we're talking about is the University of North Texas, the UNT Jazz Trombone Day, also known as the JTBN Day. That's going to be happening this year, the second annual, although in a virtual format, on November 21st. And I have joining us today, because of our inability to make the technology work that was working here a couple months ago, Nick Finzer. What's going on, Nick? How you doing? Good. All right, we're going to bring you on here in a second, and I'm going to have you tell us. Let's see here. Okay. Nick, tell me how excited you are about the UNT Jazz Trombone, the second annual.
Man, I'm really excited. I think we're going to be able to reach even more people than we did last year. It's going to be even more people involved, more artists involved. There's just like so many things that are going to be better about this event, even though we can't do it in person, that I can't wait for November.
That's awesome. Yeah, so last year, tell us a little bit about how the format panned out last year, and then we're going to talk about what's happening this year a little bit.
For sure. So last year we combined our Jazz Trombone Day with an international jazz trombone competition for any jazz trombonists ages 30 or under. And that day we also had the final round of that competition. So not only did we get to hear a lot of great master classes, concerts from the UNT YouTubes, from one of our lab bands, we get to hear some of the greatest under 30 jazz trombone artists. And last year in the first edition of the festival, I thought we might get 20 or 30 entrants, and we ended up getting the night before, or maybe 2 nights before, an additional 50 entries to bring us up to about 65 entries from 5 continents last year. So
that's awesome.
It was a super global event. It was super awesome, and we brought 3 great finalists to our campus to kind of play and share their vision, their artistic vision, and ended up being a bass trombonist that won the competition named Chris Glassman. And so we're super excited to see how many more people we can get involved this year, having it be virtual, and everyone can submit from wherever they're at. So we can't wait to check those submissions out.
Now that's what's really cool, and I'm going to do something here just to flip that around so you can see us. Well, you can kind of see us. Hey, that's what's going on. You can look at the brick wall. All right. One of the things I'm excited about, and what I commend you for just embracing, again, the weirdness that we've been living with here, is to turn this into a virtual event. Actually is going to allow a lot more people not only to participate in the audition process like they did last year, but actually participate in the events that day, which is really cool. So if you're in New Zealand, near Dr. Toots, a BAC dealer, if you're in New Zealand and you want to participate in the UNT Jazz Trombone Day this year, you'll have that opportunity. And Nick, tell us the cost involved with the UNT Jazz Trombone Day.
Oh, it's a little expensive. I mean, it's really, it's $0.
Zero. Now, you have to factor in the conversion rate from like the New Zealand dollar or the yuan or the British sterling pound. So $0 American dollars, when you convert it, actually is also $0 elsewhere. See how that works out? So you can join in to the Jazz Trombone Day. Now, what's really exciting are the people that we're going to be engaging with this year that are going to be presenting various experiences. So the trombone players that will be participating in this event presented by BAC Musical Instruments this year are including, but not necessarily limited to, Elliot Mason with jazz at Lincoln Center. Elliot Mason and BAC have a very long history. We've enjoyed working with him. I consider him like a brother today. We're also going to be joining with Reginald Chapman, which is going to be exciting. Reggie, as you may know, plays bass trombone and tuba, but he's a multi-instrumentalist and plays a lot of different various brass instruments. Reginald Chapman will be joining us. Also, Melissa Gardner up in New York. You're probably familiar with Melissa. Melissa does a lot of gigging on her own, but she also performs with various ensembles and groups, including Wolfpack. Reginald Chapman, I should also mention, plays with Lucky Chops, again, among others. These guys are all very busy musicians, which is fun. Of course, you know, the coronavirus is not as busy as it had been, but it's busy nonetheless. We're also going to be joined with Kevin Hicks out in Los Angeles. Kevin Hicks is going to be joining us. What's really cool about Kevin and his connection with UNT is that he performed in the 1 o'clock lab band, I believe, all 4 years?
3 years.
Like I said, 3 years. Kevin Hicks was lead trombone player at the 1 o'clock at UNT. So that's kind of cool, an alumnus coming back in a virtual setting to work with this event. And we're also quite proud to have Jim Pugh participating in this event. Jim Pugh needs no introduction. If he needs an introduction and you're watching this, I would suggest you go to the Googles and you type up Jim Pugh and you cordon off another weekend or a couple of weeks to just listen to his music, because that's fantastic. We're also going to be joined on that day during this event. In addition to those phenomenal musicians we aforementioned, we're going to have teachers from UNT that will be participating, again, not limited to, but including Nick Finzer. Oh, Nick, we got you on camera right now. And then Vincent Gardner. If you didn't know, Vincent's actually teaching jazz history at UNT this year. That's really cool. And, of course, Tony Baker, an iconic staple with the music department there. So keep an eye. This is going to be a fun event. Again, a virtual event. You'll have no excuses. Last year we said if you lived within 3-hour drive, at least you should definitely be there. This is an event that's good for trombone players of all ages. Nick, anything else you want to add in regard to people that can participate into this? Maybe encouraging, one thing I could mention that I'm thinking of is if you are a music teacher, again, last year this overlapped with marching band competitions and things like that. So Nick decided early on that he was going to adjust the time of the year that this is. It's going to be a great time of the year. So if you're a music teacher and you've got trombone players, you might seriously consider having them participate. Again, it's a free event. There's really no reason this year. But certainly there are a lot of young musicians around the country and around the world that are experiencing a virtual learning experience this year. So it'll be very easy for them to tune in on that day and get some exposure to some of the top talent in the industry and get some insight on some things relating to jazz trombone. Nick, do you have anything else you want to add specifically about the event or other things they should think about?
Well, first of all, we need to give a huge thank you and big shout out to BAC for continuing to wanting to be involved with our program and our students. Thank you, Mike, and everybody.
Oh, man, thank
Trevor,
you.
Everyone. And the other thing is that I just want to double down on what you said, and that it's going to be so great for students to be able to see master classes from some of the best players in the whole industry all in one day, from bass trombone, tenor trombone, soloists, iconic recording artists. It's like everything that you could want to study as a trombonist, you're going to be able to experience that day. We're going to have multiple things going on at the same time so people can kind of switch between the sessions that they want to go to and be interested in. So it's going to be really, really great. So please mark it down. November 21st, 2020 is going to be the best trombone event of the year, I'm sure, because
That's right.
it might be one of the only trombone events of the year. So we can't wait to have you.
That's right. All right, I'm going to sign off with Nick here. Thank you so much, Nick, for joining us via my telephone. You enjoy it. We'll talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. And in conclusion, I want to also point out, yes, I just got a text. So in addition, I forgot to point out that Reginald Chapman will be performing that day. Now, this is interesting. Nick has done a pretty good job of putting this package together that will allow for an actual performance. So we're not sure what the timeline is going to lay out on the day, so I don't want to tell you when it's going to happen. But at some point in the day, the UNT YouTubes is going to be performing. They'll have a pre-recorded situation, but they're working in collaboration with Reginald Chapman. And as I understand it, I do believe they're going to be performing some of Reginald's original music, which is real exciting. So that's going to be a really great moment for you during this day that you can look forward to. And then the other thing Nick reminded me about is the UNT 3 o'clock lab band will be doing a similar situation and working on some music with Elliot Mason. So in addition to the master classes and different experiences, you'll have that to look forward to. And once again, I want to say, any age trombone player, if you're a weekend warrior, if you play in a community band, we encourage you to share this opportunity with your friends and colleagues, your students, if you're an educator. Just let them know this should be a really fun event. And we look forward, hopefully, to the third annual event taking place in person again. But let's take advantage of this virtual moment and have as many people participate as possible. Nick, I'm going to do one more shout out to you. Thank you so much for inspiring this event and actually making it happen last year. And more importantly, just dedicating yourself to ensuring that this event will continue despite any obstacles that have been presented. I don't know, there's been some obstacles presented. We're having trouble with YouTube and getting all these things, Facebook, with the technology. I wanted to bring them on the camera, but anyway. So thank you guys very much. Tune in. We'll drop more details. Once again, it's November 21st, the UNT Jazz Trombone Day. Oh, the grand prize, Trevor. Tell us about the grand prize, Trevor.
The grand prize.
Tell us about the grand prize.
Is a BAC handcraft trombone.
A BAC handcraft trombone.
Of the winner's choosing.
Now, you were at the event last year. What
I
else?
was.
What else were you excited about last year? What was the thing that you walked away thinking like, oh, that was cool? Besides, of course, us handing out a trombone.
I'm super excited to see, our 5 artists get in there this year. But I think what I took away last year was not only getting to witness Tony Baker and Nick Finzer in an education setting, but also getting to witness them as the true performance beasts that they are. In a true performance setting. It was really that's what excited me last year, is to see.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, and now Vincent Gardner's there too. So.
Well, and I'll tell you what, the musicians that participated in the contest itself, holy cow! I mean, that was. I don't know how they were able to narrow it down, but the talent in the finals was exceptional. So we've got a lot to look forward to this year. So again, stay tuned. We'll post more information about this on our own Facebook page. You could also check out the jazz department and the trombone department at UNT. We'll be sharing this in all sectors of social media. Spread the word, and I bid you a fine weekend. Thank you guys so much.
So that's it. It's so exciting. I cannot wait to be able to share with all of you the Jazz Trombone Day events. It's going to be so amazing. Elliot Mason with the 3 o'clock lab band, Reginald Chapman with the YouTubes. We're going to have a guest appearance from maybe Vincent Gardner. We're going to have a bunch of clinics happening. You're going to have the faculty from UNT involved, which includes Vince and Tony Baker and myself. The UNT BAC Jazz Trombone Competition final rounds. You're going to hear not only from the finalists, we're going to also feature them with the 3 o'clock lab band. There's just so many exciting things going to happen that day. Saturday, November 21st. It's going to be all day. It's going to be live streaming from UNT. A lot of things will be potentially happening before then, but we will be live that day. We will be answering questions. We'll be having interactive master classes with our guest artists, including Elliot Mason, Reginald Chapman, and Jim Pugh, for example. All of those people will be giving master classes where you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to interact with the artists, so it's going to be super fun, super exciting. So save the date, Saturday, November 21st, 2020. Is going to be completely free to attend, so please send this video to your friends, mark it down, save the date. It's going to be the best jazz trombone event of the year. Like I said in the video, it might end up being the only jazz trombone event of the year in 2020, but I really can't wait for you to be there. Can't wait for you to share the sessions. Can't wait for you to hear our students who have been working so hard this semester despite the challenging circumstances. So mark it down, November 21st. If you're seeing this before October 20th, 2020, that means that there's still time for you to send in to the Jazz Trombone Day competition. So I'm very excited about that competition. We're being very flexible with the requirements of what to send in. So head on over to the website, just Google UNT Jazz Trombone Day, and you will find us straight away, and it has all the information on there. So please do that. Please send in your tapes. I cannot wait to hear them, and I can't wait for November 21st to share this great day of jazz trombone music, jazz trombone camaraderie, and all of the rest. So big, huge thanks again to Mike Corrigan and all of the team at BAC Musical Instruments. If you don't know them, go check them out. They're in Kansas City. They make great horns, and we're happy to be able to partner with them on this event and also to present the winner of the BAC UNT Jazz Trombone Competition with a handcraft series trombone from them. So it's going to be very exciting. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.